And gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we are going to take a look at 5 tech tree tanks that are on fire right now. The top 5 tech tree tanks that are winning at the moment, according by their statistics. But I thought I'd just show you this because Wargaming in the store, I did just get pretty lucky. Wargaming in the store, they are doing this really good bundle, like a really good bundle. The golden selection, that first one that we've just seen there, not the £9.99 one, but this one, the $14.99, where you get containers, 30 days premium, 5k gold, and of course the shard things as well, which I think is an amazing deal with that alone. But it's even better for me because I did get pretty lucky with my containers that I got. I didn't even buy it for the containers. I bought it for the these whatever they are, the shards or what these, the whatever they are, because obviously I want to get to the end, and of course with the 5k gold and the premium time, I thought that was a really good bundle. The crates were just an added extra, and in one of my crates I managed to get 50,000 gold, so the deal, it was even better for myself. Literally £15, I got over 55,000 gold. So fair play, thank you Wargaming. So I will kindly or happily use that gold for the upcoming Snow Globe event. So hopefully I won't have to spend anything and I'll be able to get the top tank, but we'll see. Anyway, back to the original video. What tanks should you be playing right now? There are certain tanks that do well, and of course there's certain tanks that don't do so well. Now this changes all of the time, honestly. There's some tanks that will remain thereabouts in sort of the top 5, but the reason I'm doing tech tree tanks alone is because usually the best performing tanks in the game are always premium tanks. You would be very lucky to have a tech tree tank in the top 5, like all-time top 5. It's always premium tanks, and I didn't want to do premium tanks. I wanted to do tech tree tanks, so at least everybody can go and give them a go if they have never really thought that these tanks were good or didn't perform well. At least anyone can do it. So at number 5, currently over the last 90 days, this tank has 55.55% win rate across like everybody. So yes, it is a tier 6, and when you are new to the game, this tank honestly is very good. Not many people can actually deal with the tank. It's got great armor, like really good armor. The DPM's not bad, the speed's not bad. Overall, it is a fantastic little tank. It didn't used to be this good. It didn't really used to be this good. But Wargaming buffed it some years ago now, and it is absolutely fantastic. And clearly, people are winning in this tank at the moment. Leading on to tank number 2. So tank number 2 is the WZ113 GFT. Now this is the Chinese tier 10 tank destroyer that not many people actually like, but currently 55.99% win rate. People are winning. People are playing it and they are winning in it. However, not many people do play this tank. It isn't a popular tank amongst tier 10. Like really, not many people play it at all. But clearly the people that are playing it are winning in it, and it is actually a really good tank. Honestly, it really is. Like our guy, I know these two last people don't seem to be very great, and he's getting quite a few bounces, but this tank can do that. This tank really can do that. It could do the damage, it can get the block damage, and it is a good tank. Those of the people that do play the tank do like the tank, and I'm one. I've always loved the tank. I think it's fantastic, and clearly people are performing in this tank. Moving on to tank number 3. So tank number 3 is the 53 TP. Now this is a brilliant tier 8 heavy tank. It always has been, and to be honest, I'm not surprised that this tank is up there in that list, because it really has been a good tank. Very strong tank. The armor profile is really good. I love the camouflage now that it is got. I think the camouflage makes it look fantastic, and yeah, I'm really not surprised that this tank is up there in that list. Now, that was a beautiful blind shot, I believe I had there on that Borzik. Completely took him out with my HE. And the good thing about this tank as well, it does have the tungsten shells. So if you do click the tungsten shells, you can do more alpha per shot as well. So yeah, 56.18% win rate over the last 90 days, which is pretty solid. Moving on to tank number 2 in this top 5 list. Tank number 2 is the STB1. Now, this is one of those tanks that has been up and down over the years. Like, it's always been a good tank when you know how to play the tank. If you don't know how to play the tank, then sometimes you're not going to perform as well as you should, or as well as you can in other medium tanks. But currently, 56.79% win rate over the last 90 days. And it is a fantastic tank. You go hold down in this thing, it is brilliant. Like, the turret is really strong. DPM is solid for what it is as well. The speed is solid. Armor profile, however, isn't very solid. Of course, you do have that turret armor, but that is all you got. You have nothing on your hull, nothing on your sides. So yeah, it is a tank that you kind of need to be very careful of, and you need to put it in a position where you can get those bounces. I mean, look, he's pretty much hold down at this point, and he's bouncing anything that comes his way. Yes, he's struggling to penetrate these guys, and he needs to be pretty quick because of the time. But yeah, he's bouncing no problem at all. You're not going to bounce everything, and you do have to bear that in mind. He's currently going to leave them 2 because he wants to stop them capping this base. And is he a one-shot? Yes, he is, which is a great decision for our guy to do that. He can even take a shot now if he wants, and he is going to do that. And hopefully he should be able to take care of that guy. And because he's taking care of them 2 guys, he can now deal with this guy, and he's got the hit points to do so. He's got a little bit of time left, and even at this point, doesn't matter if he takes a shot or 2, he can still take a shot from this guy, but he has that DPM. But it is a fantastic tank when played correctly, but if you do play it wrong, then you will get you'll get absolutely ripped apart. But fantastic, and I'm glad it is up there in the top 5. Very good tank when played correctly. Moving on to tank number 1, the best tank currently in the game, the best performing tank currently in the game. We are looking at the Hellcat. Yes, the Hellcat, a tier 6 tank destroyer, an American tank destroyer. What a beauty of a tank this is. Am I surprised that this tank is number 1? Yes, I am. Am I surprised it's in the top 5? No, because it is a beautiful tank, one of the best tier 6s in the game. Brilliant speed, brilliant DPM, penetration, everything like that. It is all brilliant. The only downfall with the tank is it has no armor. Literally, people will shoot at you, and they will just completely annihilate you if you give them the chance. But it is one of those tanks, you know, sit at the back behind your team and absolutely farm, because that is what you can do in this tank. The reload, I mean, look, 5.8 seconds, very short reload. Very quick tank, one of the quickest tank destroyers in the game. And again, you put this tank in the right situation, you can camp if you want, you know, at the back of the map, as long as you've got targets. I wouldn't suggest going front line, because you will. If there's something like a Smasher or KV2 or SU, anything like that, then yeah, you will be one-shotted, or you can potentially be one-shotted. But put yourself in a situation like here where nobody is looking at you and you can absolutely farm, then it is an absolutely brilliant tank. 57.27% win rate over the last 90 days. That is number 1, the best performing tank right now in World of Tanks Blitz. Of course, we're not looking at premium tanks. There are actually premium tanks that are performing better than this, but seeing as we are talking about tech tree tanks, it is the best performing tech tree tank in Blitz across all the tiers. Literally tier 1 to tier 10, it is the best performing tech tree tank. Let me know in the comments below whether you expected any of these 5 tanks to be in this list and whether you expected the Hellcat to be at the top at number 1. Let me know in the comments below. But for now, hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm meadsy69. I'm going to completely mess up here. Who cares? I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.